Are you all excited? You all should be honored to be here because you are receiving awards, but I am very, very honored to be here too, standing in front of such influential people, I'd say. So my name is Pavantika Vivek, and I will be your host for tonight's event. Before we start, there's a special motivational video about teamwork. I don't know about you all, but I was really moved by this video. As they say, there is no I in team. Moving on, now we have a Thai cultural special dance event. But before that, Sawadee ka tukon. Sawadee ka. You're supposed to say Sawadee ka. Before tonight, I'll make sure you all know at least some of the basic Thai conversation. So I'll make sure you all can roam around Thai without getting scammed. You can trust me with that. So now we're gonna have a Thai cultural special dance for you all, so please enjoy.
Deva Shri Ganesha, 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 Deva Shri Ganesha.
ज्वाला सी चलती है आंखों में जिसके भी दिल में तेरा नाम है, परवाह ही क्या उसका आरंभ कैसा है और कैसा परिणाम है। धरती अंबर सितारे उसकी नजरें उतारे, डर भी उससे डरा रहे जिसकी रखवाली यारे, करता साया तेरा हे देवा श्री गणेशा, 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 देवा श्री गणेशा।
we begin with tonight's event, I would request Dr. Solomon Curran, Head HR, to share a welcome note about the HHF Star Night Award 2024. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming the Head HR, Dr. Solomon Curran, to the stage.
Greetings, Hinduja Parivar. How are you? How is Thailand? Good or bad? Please raise your hands who are saying good. But it's only a second day. Another 2 days we have to go back. Okay, it's a very warm evening for all of us to celebrate this great achievement of 10,000 crores AUM. It is not possible if we don't have an able leadership like Mr. Sachin Pillai, our Managing Director, and eminent leader right from the bottom level to top level to bottom level approach. The one and only Mr. Vivek Kannan, Chief Operating Officer. And all the leadership team of Hinduja Housing Finance and all the employees and our soldiers across the nation who are making this event more and more graceful. One round of applause to all the soldiers who are working across Pan India, 5,600 and 700 people. I wanted to show certain points this evening before I'm handovering to the next MC and the program flow. When I joined in this organization in the year 2016, we have given a task to start housing finance business as one of the vertical for one of our Hinduja Leyland Finance, who is our parent, or the 100% we are owned by the Hinduja Leyland Finance. Probably this will be the last meeting, and there will be more investors are coming to our company, and it is going to be more and more responsibility for each one of us. I just wanted to show a few slides how our journey has moved from 2016 to 2024. Here is. I'm not going to talk about the business and the numbers and the efforts, how it has been moved, but the main engine to successfully run this business, the fuel is the people, and it is a people's driven business. I always will say it is a people driven business, not the mission driven business. And if you can see the year 2016-17, we are 400 people odd across Pan India. You can see the journey is 5,676 people. And if you can see these numbers, Vivek, me, Sandeep, last 2 days we are discussing about the data analytics, data representation, and understanding what is the reality and where is the gap. If you are not understanding the realities through the numbers, it is very difficult. That's the reason one or two slides I just wanted to show to all of us to understand why people are very important in this business. If you can see the green line, how the headcount is increasing year after year. This year, more than 70% of the people we have recruited compared to the last year. I'm also giving subsequent slides what was the attrition, and even though how we can able to fill the gap. And if you can see the total attrition 89%, but it includes the field staff, okay? But the leadership team at Hinduja Housing Finance, we are hardly 30% attrition. All credit goes to Mr. Vivek Kannan, the way that he has brought certain retention policies. I can thank him on behalf of all of you, because certain things which I was just getting pressurized myself to get approval. He was always with me and to get it approved. Thank you, Vivek. Moving on to the next slide, please. Just I am giving a glimpse because it is not an annual business review. It is only representing certain things, certain facts we never forget. Whenever we are celebrating, what are all our foundations, wherever, maybe Suranjit Dada can give you a more detailed explanation how strong our foundation is supposed to be. So there are certain things, hurdles in insurance language, hajaras, wherever we are getting, we need to be cautious. That's the reason one of the slide I am showing about how the headcount has increased and the attrition levels. Just for your glimpse, moving on to the next slide, please. So this is a headcount movement. Headcount has moved from the HHF itself 90%. Headcount has moved, whereas HSL 72% the year on year. But whereas the vintage wise, this is one of the slide where Vivek was passionately asking me, every risk meeting. So Vivek, this is the slide, less than 1 year, which we need to focus more on this one. Guys, you please focus. This is your duty and the responsibility. Take it forward. That's the reason I'm showing this slide. Because every vintage guy will be appreciated on this stage, because this year we have more than 45 employees has completed 5 years in our organization. This year. And amongst us, there are 15 vintage people are sitting here. We are going to appreciate them during the course of this day. Next slide, please. Moving on, there's a lot of zonal-wise structure. I'm not going to take much of the time. Next slide, please. This is the overall attrition. Please pay attention. There's a 71% of the people are leaving in the first year. Even yesterday, Vivek was talking to somebody, I think he was mentioning whose responsibility is. Every leader's responsibility. In this room, we are all leaders sitting in this room. It is each one of our responsibility. Same way, if you can see at the 3 and above years, it is only 1%. It is also the achievement of the leadership. Next slide, please. Okay, we did a lot of analysis. Next please. I'm quickly moving on. What are all our next focus areas for 24 and 25? Next slide. This is 5S mantra. Multiple times Vivek has been explained and given detailed presentations to the management and various this thing. These are the successful mantras which in this day journey, I am not going to explain in detail, because the next followed by me, Mr. Vivek and Sandeep is going to take you through the various steps we need to take it forward in this year to build our vision or to achieve our vision and the mission. This is what I just wanted to show it to you. And today, this evening, we are going to enjoy with various awards and recognitions, and why that recognitions only we are giving to that particular team or the person. The justification is Sandeep is going to present in the later part of this day. However, everyone are the winners because it is a team achievement, as we seen in the first video, motivation video. All the very best, guys, and good luck, and over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Solomon Kern. Can we have another round of applause, please? Now, we would like to share a corporate AV which speaks about the HHF journey.
Hinduja Housing Finance, incorporated in April 2015 as a subsidiary of Hinduja Leyland Finance, one of the leading NBFCs in vehicle finance with an AUM of more than rupees 45,000 crores and a AA stable rating. Hinduja Housing Finance Company is a part of the prestigious Hinduja Group with a legacy of over 110 years, a global group that employs about 200,000 people with operations in 10 verticals across continents, a group with very deep roots in India, a preferred country for the group's investments, creating value for customers, shareholders, and the society, drawing inspiration from the group founders' mantras. Work to give. Word is a bond. Act local. Think global. Partnership for growth. Advance fearlessly. Hinduja Housing Finance is driven by a set of strong values as it pursues its mission of fulfilling people's dreams, rewarding its shareholders, and being a socially responsible model corporate citizen. A mission that has grown to reach over 70,000 customers. An AUM of rupees 10,000 plus crores. A pursuit that has resulted in rapid all-round growth. 5,700 plus people. 360 branches in 18 states and union territories. Over 2,300 plus locations. PAT of rupees 295 crores. A mission powered by excellent care of customers using technology, SOPs across branches, top-class risk management techniques, empowered people who derive pride through the achievement of results, sustainable processes with responsibility for social values, a mission powered by people across all levels.
We take a lot of pride in the way we've grown and a lot of pride in our market share. We also take pride in what we offer for people who work for our employees.
As regards to our organization, it is very satisfying to support so many people's dream by being customer-centric and delivering to our commitments.
Here in our company, I can see there is so much to understand, learn and apply. And our company creates those opportunities for us and encourages us.
Hinduja is a great place to work. There's a lot of gender diversity. There's a lot of opportunities to grow.
Our company creates opportunity for us to learn and encourages us to keep developing our skill set for the changing times.
When I came on board, I knew I had an aspiration to grow, but I didn't know how much growth was possible. I have been surprised by the great opportunity for growth in our company.
It's my privilege to associate most empowered organization, Hinduja Housing Finance, to deliver and to execute my roles and responsibilities over these years.
In all my time here, I have found the environment creates condition for us to achieve professional success repeatedly.
अगर मैं बात करूँ 2018 की जब मैंने ज्वाइन किया था हिंदुजा हाउसिंग फाइनेंस एज ए एरिया हेड और 4 क्लस्टर जब मैं हैंडल करता था और मेरे पास छोटी टीम थी, 4 क्लस्टर मैनेजर थे और 3-4 CR का बिजनेस करते थे दैट टाइम पीरियड स्टार्टिंग। आफ्टर दैट टीम बड़ी हुई, टीम के साथ ग्रो किया, नंबर्स में इंक्रीज किया हमने और उसके बाद आज जो स्थिति है हमारे 5 साल कंप्लीट हो चुके हैं और मेरी टीम एज अ फैमिली बन चुकी है।
माय जर्नी एट HHF and transition from the business to credit, moving from one city to another, worked on certain HO related initiatives. The journey has been gratifying and I really learned a lot and explored new things in these many years. In this journey I got the several appreciations, award elevated, which truly reflects about the organization on their part of commitment to reward performance and meritocracy.
We are in the business of giving loans to the first time home buyer. The joy you get while serving to this segment of the customer is enormous. Me and my team are very happy and you would like to work on the customer delight.
We have a history of promoting talent to higher levels of responsibilities and rewards. We have always promoted high performing talent, given them new responsibilities and allow them to grow.
financial rewards for my contribution and success. Yes, I always aspire
Today,
to grow.
we are already looking beyond. Our mission has a new mark to accomplish. Achieve an AUM of rupees 20,000 crores by the financial year 26. A mission that will enable hundreds of thousands of Indians to realize their dreams. A mission that will empower everyone who comes on board to fulfill their professional aspirations. (2026)
So congratulations to all the team members for achieving 10K by 2024 and the best wishes for the team for achieving 20K by 2026. So all the best for the exciting journeys ahead.
It's a mindset. It's the mark. It's our mantra.
Wow, I was truly moved by that video. So as we all know, we are all here to celebrate the continuous and dedicated efforts put in by each and every one of you to make Hinduja Housing Finance what it is today. We stand here at an illustrious occasion celebrating 10,000 crores AUM. Where's the round of applause? I think 10,000 crores AUM is a huge milestone. So I don't think that round of applause was enough. I think I need another energized round of applause. Well, this wouldn't have been possible without each and every one of you. So first of all, before we go any further, with a big smile on your face, put your hands together again, because you are all the real champions of Hinduja Housing Finance, and you are all the reason we stand here marking this amazing occasion. Another round of applause for yourself with a smile on your face this time. I am an undergraduate student studying finance, and I don't know what the future holds for me. My one professor said that my future job may not even exist yet. But one thing I know is that I want to be where you are right now. I want to achieve awards too. So now, without further ado, I want you all to give a huge round of applause and a big welcome to all our senior leadership team, corporate team heads, and operational heads at HHF. So for the leadership team, may I request Mr. Vivek Kannan, Chief Operating Officer, to please come to the stage. Dr. Solomon Kiran, Head HR. Now moving on to the corporate heads, we have Mr. Salud Iridiera, Chief Manager IT. Mr. Pulkit Maheshwari, Head Audit. Ms. Kausalya V, Chief Compliance Officer. Moving on to the operational heads, we have Mr. K.V. Amar Kumar, National Credit Manager. Mr. Suranjit Dutta, National Technical Manager. Mr. Ankur Gupta, National Product Manager. Ms. Jyoti Sharma, Corporate Head, Business Legal. Mr. Krishnakant Jaiswal, National Litigation Manager. Mr. Sanjeev Monga, Chief Manager Recovery. Mr. Radhakrishnan, National Collection Manager. Now I request you all to please remain on the stage for a group photo. Request Mr. Sandeepan to please stay back to share the accomplishments of 10,000 crores AUM achievement. So without further ado, let's again give a round of applause to Mr. Sandeepan.
So I don't know whether I have understood correctly or not, but Swadi Khan. Okay, so before I start, I want to say, first we need to cheer ourselves and the HHF. So 3 cheers for HHF. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Okay, so I am here only for 1 minute. I will not take much more time. And when I look back from where we started and where we have reached, so many people around, and Solomon has already told and shown so many graphs to you. The number of employees have moved almost 4x, 5x from where we have started. So it's an unbelievable story where we have reached today. I'll say, so I will define HHF journey into 3 stages. HHF 1.0, which was from 2016 to 2020, and I'll term it as, or nominate it, nomenclature which I will give it 1.0. The next, which is 2.0, which started in FY20. So just a quick question to all of you. 2 things happened in FY20, okay, which has changed the world and which has changed the HHF. So any guesses? One is COVID, which I'm sure. Second is Mr. Vivek Kannan has joined the HHF. So that is the version 2.0, and we should applaud. So, in version or 1.0 HHF, we have reached from 0 to 1667 crores precisely, okay, because my boss is always very precise on the numbers, so I wanted to be very clear on the numbers. And 2.0, which it took us from 2016 to 2020 to reach from 0 to 1667, and from 1667 to 10K from 2020, in 4 years time we have almost 4x our numbers. So big round of applause to all of us. Solomon has also talked about the leadership, which is Sachin sir, and then Vivek sir is also there. And I always believe, because I always remember one line which was said by our previous EVC, Yatha Raja Tatha Praja. Okay, so which I means everyone knows, jo jaisa Raja hota hai, वैसी प्रजा काम करती है. And so having said that, so our functional leader is definitely Vivek, and the way he has given the energy to this company, to each and every one of us, is unbelievable. Not only on the professional side for the organization, but for many of us who are sitting in this room as an individual. Those who know me for last 6 years or 7 years, they know, my version is, or I am also changing from 1.0 to 2.0 and 3.0. So for 3.0, which is nothing, for which all we have gathered here, one is to celebrate 10K. And the second is that in 20K we have to reach by 2026. And I want that everyone should stand up, clap, and I would like to call Vivek boss on the stage for to spend some time and give us all the feedbacks. So before I hand over the mic, and I'm sure that you all are excited and you want to, because he is the best orator, one of the best orator which I have met in my life. In our tradition in India,
You guys can sit down also, or maybe stand. You can remain stand up also.
Sit down,
Sit down. Okay, so we always say that our gurus, whenever we welcome our guru, we always wanted to take their blessings. So there is a one very small phrase which we all use is Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat, Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri, Gurve Nama. So I am handing over to our Guru and wanted to take. So over to you, boss.
Am I audible? Good evening, all. Solomon had kept this rostrum to talk. I told I cannot talk behind a desk because my way of talking is interactive and is speaking directly to people. First of all, thanks a ton. This is my extended family, and on my behalf, on behalf of the leadership team, and on behalf of all the other stakeholders, millions and millions of thanks to you and your teams for all that you do for the organization every day. Words are not enough. I keep writing in the messages, but on person in your face, I would like to express my thanks. 10,000 crores, I think 10,600 crores as we speak today, is reflection of your hard work, your commitment and your dedication, which I stand and represent in various forums. So thanks once again, team. Before we start, and the way I wanted to go through today's discussion, and I may get cut in between, we have MD sir who is likely to join in over a video link. When that happens, I will truncate my presentation and let him talk. 10,600, fabulous number, as Sandeep mentioned, as Solomon mentioned, from an organization which was a subsidiary of Hinduja Leyland. When and somebody wrote to me the other day that when that person had joined the organization, nobody even knew what Hinduja Housing Finance was. When I got an interview call and somebody told me that they are looking for a CEO for Hinduja Housing Finance, I googled to figure out whether such company exists. I thought it's a prank call because I never knew that Hinduja has a housing finance business also. And to where we are today, where people keep talking to us, investors keep speaking to us. There are a lot of calls which I get where people want to know how we are growing and what are we doing for growth. At the group level, and there are a couple of colleagues who attend board meetings. Sandeep attends all the board meetings with me. Pratik attends board meetings with me. We have a corporate plan where we present to the promoters along with all the other companies where Solomon, Amar, Suranjit also are part of those meetings, Ankur, Amit. The recognition that this company has got is a matter of absolute pride. And to stand up on various forums, various dais, and to talk about the growth of the company, and more importantly, the delivery of the company against each of the strategic objectives. The way we have executed and delivered on our commitments and promise to stakeholders is what makes us stand apart. And it's a matter of immense pride for all of us, and we should take complete pride in taking forward the tradition way forward. As we stand today at 10,600, there is a famous saying, there's a saying in cricket, and I keep repeating that to various people. So whenever Sachin Tendulkar scores a century, right, after scoring his 100, or it can be even Sunil Gavaskar, any great batsman, they take off their helmet, they then acknowledge the crowd and they do all that, wear the helmet and they go back to the crease and they do something. And that something is called as taking guard again. They again draw their leg stump, off stump, whatever guard they have taken, and check with the umpire that their guard is intact. Basically, they are telling that we have reached 100. Now the 101 is equal to 1. The 100 is over. As an organization, we also need to take fresh guard. We have reached 10,600, great pride, amazing work. But to reach 20,000 in 26 and beyond, right? 20,000 is also another milestone, it doesn't end there. We have to take guard and figure where are we, what are our strengths, what are our weaknesses, what are the opportunities, what are the threats that we have, and what are the certain execution items that we must all as leadership focus on to enable us to become an organization which is even greater than what it is today. And the aim of any leadership, any management, any set of, and all of us are leaders here, right? All of us should be, how do we galvanize the organization? How do we fundamentally build the organization even more stronger for us to achieve that 20,000 crore number? That's the context and backdrop of my 5 slides today. And post that, as we engage, if there are any questions from those slides, I am happy to take it offline because we have a long agenda to go through today. I may not be able to handle questions from the dais itself. Can we move on to the slides, please? Where are we? And this is what we are, right? And this is something that I very proudly presented to the board and to the promoters. Look at the growth. Can we have the slide completely, please? Look at the growth. And this is in February. This was as of February in March. I had gone and told the board and promoters that we will close the year at 10,452 crores just 3 weeks ago. And we have crossed the year at 10,600 crores. Even metrics that we have committed to the board 3 weeks ago, we have beaten those metrics. Look at the number of the disbursals, right? 5,578. I think we ended the year at about 5,795, if I am not mistaken. Profit, Solomon had put up 295 in the deck. We had committed 297 to the board. Between me and Sandeep, we are very, very confident that this number is more than 200 crores, 300 crores for the year. The final audited results are yet to come, but I can very fairly say that we have crossed the 300 crore mark on profit also. Return on assets, which is what every company is measured on. A lot of people come and tell me, sir, udhar se offer aaya hai, idhar se offer aaya hai. Let me put this company in context for you guys. Doing 10,000 crores of AUM, 6,000 crores of disbursal, delivering 3.9% return on assets. Finally, that return on asset is increased now. When the final numbers come, it will be 4%. And a return on equity for every 100 rupees that has been put in as capital in our company, we return 30% dividend every year. There is not a single housing finance company in India which gives more than 20% return on equity, and we give 30% return on equity. As a combination of return on assets and return on equity, there is nobody, and you can name any company you want. You can name any company in India that you want, and I have it by heart. There is no company which delivers a combination of ROA and ROE. And end of the year, our net worth as an organization, we are worth 1,308 crores rupees. Of that, only about 450 crores is what the promoters had put in as equity and the interest on that equity. The remaining 850 crores has been your delivery and your commitment which has got us to that amount of net worth. There are many organizations which can have a bigger net worth because they put in equity. But we have earned our own money into increasing the net worth of this company. This is a slide, guys, which each of us in HHF should stand up and take pride in being part of this. This encapsulates the efforts of all of you over the last 5 years. Next slide, please. So we do a classic analysis called SWOT. Can somebody tell me what is SWOT? What does SWOT stand for? Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats, right? Now, I just thought it's important because there is nothing hidden between you and me, right? All of us are part of the same family. All of us, there is nothing which we cannot talk in public, in open with each other. We have to be transparent. So if I take a SWOT of our company, what are the strengths? Pan-India distribution, stable leadership, and I take personal pride in it, and I'm sure the leadership team, I don't think there's a more engaged leadership than what we have in this company. And a lot of people who come here and then go out, I don't know whether they're doing it to make me feel happy or not, but they send me messages telling, boss, जो आपकी accessibility होती है वो कहीं और मेरे को मिलती ही नहीं है. And that level of engagement is something which I think is a distinct strength. In organizations where people are becoming impersonal, where algorithms and data are determining people level decisions, to have an engaged leadership is a very, very critical strength. And I'm sure that strength percolates down also. Because if I am engaged, that's because the leadership under me and the leadership under them is also engaged with the organization. Liabilities. Again, housing finance business is not as much about lending money as it is about borrowing money. If you get the right quantity of funds at the right cost, then you can do the lending that you want. Again, not a single housing finance company in India which can come close to us when it comes to raising borrowings from the banks. And that's because we have the Hinduja parentage behind us. And the name Hinduja opens doors where it doesn't open for anybody else. It's a huge strength, guys. There are many organizations which stop disbursal because they are unable to take liabilities. There are many organizations which exit markets because they don't find it profitable. There are many organizations which end up merging with their parents because they can't sustain on their own. We are one of those very few organizations where liabilities has never been a problem, neither in COVID, nor before COVID, nor after COVID. It's a huge strength that we have to carry, and we have to convey this message to the market. And the last is, I think that's a key strength, right? The ability to take risk. The affordable housing business is nothing if not the ability to take risk and the ability to take decisions fast. We can all sit and discuss about a file for the next 15 days and not arrive at a decision. Or we can look at some basic concept, and it's not just about credit decisions. It's decisions on people, it's decision on stuff running the organization. There are times when between me and Sandeep we have had discussions for 5 minutes and have implemented big changes in policy and structure without even thinking beyond that. The ability to think, the ability to react fast is a key strength, because the biggest thing pulling back an organization is the inability to take decisions to move forward. Opportunities, please. Next. Yeah, weaknesses. As we are built for growth and we are an organization which is still an organization in making, and when I say weakness, don't take it personally. It is not an indictment of the organization. It is just a keen self-awareness of what are the areas where we have to improve, right? And this starts with me. This, you can say, is a mirror of my own assessment of the company that we have built so far. I would call them as one of the most venerated financial figures in the country. We were discussing the risk committee once, and we had Anuradha, who was a CRO, and we told that we have a geographical concentration risk in North. They told that's bullshit. If there is opportunity in the North, you will do business in the North. There is nothing called geographical risk. But from our perspective, the 1,000 crores, we have built equal capabilities in West and South also. North is delivering on the capabilities. This is just the thoughts that me and the leadership team have, and we are using some examples to tell our thoughts to you guys. Yeah, look at it. Ticket size. If you look at our profitability and you look at what we make as yield, which is the ROI column, which is column 2. So ticket size is the first column. The total AUM that we have is the second column. Our return ROI, rate of interest on each, is the third column. This slide cannot go out of this room, guys. Guys, nobody is taking a photograph of this outside the room, please. Not this slide. Okay, look at it. 13.42 is our total average ROI. 30 plus percentages for various ticket sizes. The provisions that we carry for those. And after adjusting for the provisions, what is the yield? At the bottom, I have given what I have already told all of you. Our cost of funds is 8.8%. Our operational expense is 1%. Bare minimum, even at zero delinquency, a loan has to be 9.8% for us to break even. And you can see at ticket sizes, only above 30 lakhs are we positive. Below 30 lakhs, at 40 to 45, we are minus 1.11%. At 55 to 60, we are 0.98%. I don't have a pointer, unfortunately. At 55 to 60, we are minus 0.98%. 70 to 75, we are minus 4% after adjusting for credit costs. So, that's why the entire pivot to ticket size that you keep hearing me talk about. Let us look at pricing range. Somebody asked me, why are we not doing 11.5%? Look at the pricing range profitability. 10.5 to 12, we make a loss. Only at 12.1 to 13.5, we start making a profit. Our overall profit is 2.36%. But pardon? 170. 170 goes.
170 people are sitting here, sir. Area level.
Yeah, boss, are you still there? We have 170 people, boss. 170, 170. Area and above.
Interest is the one, and we also kind of impacted both that particular finance sector. As housing finance generally is considered to be asset class where we have the benefit of repricing to happen. But of course, the way our business strategy has consciously looked at the semi-fixed option strategy was much of our window for us to reprice, and that we did have cost of funds going up, and in line with that, the yields kind of hitting. And I believe most part of the current financial year also will remain in that zone. And therefore, it becomes very, very important for us to ensure that the income housing business, we if not achieve the numbers, which is 30% of the budget, we kind of look at bringing it. Because that's where we get not only the yield comfort, and you kind of reversing and onboarded to is higher, but overall, the way the cost and the credit cost of being on to that segment, it's much more return and issue as far as business is concerned. So that is something which is one of the focus areas I guess we need to look at to ensure that at a location level how do we achieve that 20% and ensure that across the board we are consistent. And right from the first one, we not be looking at having the catching up happening where things don't fall into place and after the first or second quarter then kind of happen, because our business is all about having numbers delivered consistently on. So that's what how it gets reflected in your book, and that's what then gets reflected in the revenue. So whatever has to be done for every day has to be kind of achieved, because then you have time for that entire year to be your income. So that becomes very critical, especially from the NIS perspective, that we ensure that we have 20% of the other point that I thought I should kind of share with you is that over the last almost 3 quarters, we have been looking at bringing enough capital to investor into housing finance. Largely from a perspective of not because we want capital to come. Instead of being the RLPR, position putting capital that is required for our housing finance business. We have been doing it for the last 8-9 years, and we will continue to do it. And if not HLR, we also have a fire plan of because this will be key to better put in as capital required for growth of the business. We were currently looking at having a private equity investor coming to set a valuation benchmark, because HLR being a 100% subsidiary of Alien Finance, and Alien Finance is largely listed finance, the valuation of HLR is not getting kind of captured the way it should, the way the business has built up, the way the returns are playing out. And that can only happen because an external investor comes in and valuation benchmarks. So we have been going through this process, and now we are the corporate office are having part of it. And lastly, me and Vivek are kind of driving it. And in our private equity conversations that we have had with investors, certain things which have come up is like eye-opening glasses, but yeah, it's kind of pointers which now we need to focus on. And me and Vivek were also kind of yesterday before we were discussing after investor meeting, like in terms of how do we look at getting all that into our dashboards, and we look at our business so that going forward, now since we know the way investors are looking at what all from a perspective how their outlook is, we need to get aligned with that. I would say that we are very far away. We are not, but still, there is some kind of a distance that we need to cover. And I'm sure in Vivek's, when he's kind of we will cover most of it to say that what are the changes that we should be looking at in our approach, and that kind of has to happen from a local level. Corporate office can do, or Vivek can just be sitting in the function and sitting in Chennai can do. They can only kind of put across and give you inputs in terms of to go on. And end of the day, that needs to get driven at the field level, and that is something which this group being out there are kind of capable to pull, and we should be looking at doing working on all that points. Vivek, I just will be covering all that, right? So I can not address.
Yeah, yes, sir. Am I audible, boss? Yeah, am I audible? Am I audible now? Yeah, I'm covering it, boss. It's part. I was just part through my slides when your session happened. I'm covering exactly the same.
And most of it, most of it would come in while Vivek will cover it. I was hearing some audio, but you were saying something. Okay, let me continue. So most of it will come in terms of how we are on the process analysis part, because there are a lot of this, new changes which are coming more from a regulatory perspective. As you all possibly know that NHB has been in the regulator form of the finance company, but the inspection and supervision part has now moved on to RBI. And we have all seen how RBI has been kind of looking at this segment, especially the NBFC segment, not so much the same time only. But how they have kind of looking at over the last 18 months. The last 1 year itself, we have seen now 81 circulars which have come, which are largely effective and requires a lot of changes in the way we do business, and that's to that extent the processes get changed. What I expect that would move forward from all of you, and that again from a professional level, from a process adherence is kind of at 100%. We should not be looking at any kind of a deviation coming in these processes, but largely on that, the regulator taking, a lot of harsh stances. We have seen in many of our peer companies over the past, not for SMC, but NBFC in the recent past, where regulators have been very, very harsh in terms of the stance and the decisions that they have taken. And whoever is handling this part, I think very nice to see the blue strategy. Because I am not seeing any one of you, I am just seeing the strategy. Yeah, this is okay. So that's the other part that we are talking about. And also, from a regulatory perspective, as we now we have rules across the country, the location that we have and the segment focus that we have now, there is a huge amount of focus which is coming in, and glad I would say from the regulator side, but customer service, and in that largely how the customer complaints are being handled. So that is something which why a lot of this comes across to us through the center that has the AID, etc., and you know any of the units, etc. But I am sure there will be a lot of interaction and this kind of requirements from customers that will be happening in the branch. And we need to build in that sensitivity and the location should branch level in terms of building that focus to be a bit more sensitive to this kind of customer service issue, because most of the while we are focusing on the self-employed customers, largely not on the retirement, but now all the customers are very aware of the issues that they have, including approaching the regulator. And complaint most of the time which kind of line up at the branch and not addressed. After a couple of weeks, comes through the NHP or no RBI to us, and all of us at the corporate office will be running and center to get the solution done. And most of the time we have to bend backwards to take care of the customer's requirement, which at times are kind of not, sometimes it's universal and not economical, but then we don't have a choice because it has come from the regulator, and therefore we have to kind of speak to the customer first. This can be well avoided in certain panels if as a branch level or kind of pattern. So that is the other part that we now be focusing on as we move forward in terms of the way we are looking at growth to happen in this year, and with that the customer base that will go out. The other which also came out largely from our private equity conversations has been that perception of our company, Hinduja Houseing, and I would say it's largely also Hinduja Relation Act. We have been kind of not very visible in the market in terms of our brand being recognized and etc., which I believe is something which consciously we have kind of not shown. But there is another issue that comes up with also comes out from a credit perspective in terms of NPAs, etc. We are very highlighted years and that again linked to kind of reinforces this perception that we are more growth focused and not much into, we are not as focused on risk and direction. For the last 18 months, of course, we all are aware that the kind of changes that we have made in from a risk containment and direction perspective. But most of that is still not out there, and therefore our continues to be that we are more focused on growth rather than risk and direction. So that is something that we should be this year we should be looking at changing it, and we need to come across as a very responsible risk-taking organization will understand and also have the ability to manage the risk and credit on book, and that should kind of come out in terms of how we can hire across consistently, higher levels of efficiency in the lower bucket, and ensure we are through the country's processes, etc. for better at that, looking at the customers coming for settlement, and also happening in a defined process-oriented manner. So ensure that over a period, whatever we are now looked at, not only from a growth perspective on the side, but also from containing the risk side and whatever we are now going to budget for, we ensure that we achieve that this year. And in the process, to ensure that perspective that we are more growth focused and not as much on the risk collection side, that also needs to get paid. And that again, I will kind of re-emphasize that incumbent on each and every member sitting out there to ensure that we contribute towards that and ensure that this year will change that perception. And obviously, one asset category which is kind of helped us in the growth of the business and also in our revenue growth has been loan against property that has over the period kind of come up to almost 50% business, and it's equally important that we keep up the focus on that side, because that helps us in terms of securitization, and there's a lot of interest from banks and other investors, since most of our retail labs that we have get categorized as MSME funding and private sector lending, and therefore the banks are very keen to kind of acquire that pool under that securitization. So that is something which we should kind of focus on. Between HSS and HLR, we are also looking at whether that we can resort kind of focus in terms of focus in HSS as well as now for looking at lab, and we can't have more than 40% of that because the banking criteria requires us to 60% more growth. The anything above 40%, we have to do entire team that to get to HLR. So that A, root out all the business that is available in the market, and two, it will also help us in having a granular gap between HLR and also then looking at the and all the efforts put in by both on the customer acquisition and direct, that will be around incentive or fee, which will take care of the acquisition costs and also all outcomes. So that's something which the framework is taking. I am very keen to ensure that both organizations work very closely together to ensure that that is up and running, and we can start it in this quarter itself more than we possible in April. So, having laid down what we are looking at for the next year, I think I have already taken 20 odd minutes, and I'm sure you guys have a long meeting in terms of every kind of across the challenges and the way we look at it, including in the coming year. So, and also I'm sure that you got a lot of awards to be kind of included. So, once again, let me congratulate each one of you to have achieved what we have kind of committed for the first year and actually we are over a little bit also. And we hope and to kind of look at the same trend continuing right from the first month from April itself. Let's ensure that there is no happening in the month of April and then end up in a catching up later on.